Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom, whatever his name is, on the severity of the outbreak. After that consultation, he announced that he had declared a public health emergency of international concern, highest level of alarm under international health law. So it's the biggest, like, you know, oof. It's crazy. We haven't been seeing a bunch of extra in your face news about it. I guess I am the extra in your face news about it. Things are happening. The detection of rapid spread of new. So okay, monkeypox is back. To sum it all up for everybody, wash your hands, stay inside, and don't do a whole bunch of traveling, y'all. My homeboy actually, there's like a new strain of COVID, but he didn't catch like the newest one. He caught like Omicron or whatever it's called, and that causes mild seizures along with all the rest of the symptoms that come with it. Uh, if you're actually symptomatic, but he's better now. It happened like right at the beginning of the month, so he's like just coming out of his quarantine and whatnot. I still haven't gone to see him yet. I'm scared. But him and his lady are doing good. They were traveling. They had went to New York and then up to Maine and then back into Charlotte. So if you're traveling along those lines right now, be careful, be safe. Wear your mask. Well, I mean, listen, if everybody doesn't wear the mask, then nobody needs to wear the mask. So, yeah. Wash your hands. Just wash the hell out your hands. Wash the hell out your hands. There was something else going on. I scrolled past earlier. Let me go back to it so I could pull it up. Oh. Social Security. But they broke into the. Hold on. Hold on. There was a security breach. All right, hackers may have stolen your social security number. Ooh! All right, so hackers may have a social security number. Here's how to protect yourself. Sensitive personal data belonging to every American, including their social security number, address, date of birth, and phone number, was stolen online by hackers who have put the information up for sale on the dark web. It was alleged in a lawsuit. The class action lawsuit was filed against World Pictures Inc. Where it go? I wonder. I want to. I'm gonna look that company up in a second. A background check and fraud prevention company that. Oh, my dumbass! I just kept reading. That's what they are. Background check and fraud prevention company that does business as National Public Data. A cyber criminal group that calls itself USDOD uploaded a large database titled National Public Data to a dark web forum. Department of Defense? That's the U.S. Department of Defense, the DOD. I gotta be talking about. They're talking about a different DOD. It's not really the Department of Defense. I highly doubt it. It would be funny though, like if like behind closed doors, it really is the DOD. You know what I mean? That would be the biggest like. Yeah, like one of the biggest government conspiracies ever, maybe. That's shit crazy. The database, which the group has offered for sale at $3.5 million, is said to contain the personal data of nearly 3 billion people living in the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada, according to a federal lawsuit filed in Fort Lauderdale on August 1st. Jeez Louises. Block, don't send me no notifications. Cybersecurity experts said many of the stolen data records are duplicates and that the actual number of people impacted by the breach is likely smaller than what is claimed in the lawsuit. Still a pretty, fat number. NPD is said to collect data from public sources of information, which is then used to compile user profiles for people in the United States and other countries. According to the news site Bleeping Computer, several individuals have confirmed seeing their and their family members' legitimate information, including social security numbers and mailing addresses that belong to people both living and deceased. Jeez Louises. They got y'all information. They got my information. Oh my lord. The lawsuit was initiated by California resident Christopher Hoffman, who said an identity theft watchdog notified him earlier this summer that his data were being, I think they meant to write, his data was being exposed and breached and leaked on the internet. This is a really big, this site is, it's well put together and everything. It's crazy for them to have like a weird grammatical error like that. Hoffman is demanding that NPD purge its records of all personal information and that it encrypt all of its collected data in the future. He is seeking unspecified monetary damages, so he gonna get a whole lot of money. The post sought comment from NPD. Did they get it? They sought comment from NPD. Doesn't look like they gave it. Morris told the Post that there are credit monitoring services available that monitor. All these services usually cost money. The large credit bureaus, Google, and others offer these services free of charge, according to Morris. Cybersecurity experts urge that those who fear their social security number was hacked visit the I have been pawned. Okay, website. I'm probably gonna go check that website out and see, make sure I'm not all exposed and out there. And the New York Post didn't pay me to tell y'all to go there and do that, nothing like that. I ain't got no sponsorships yet. I still need y'all to hit that subscribe button, please. It will make my heart sing. Okay. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. Just letting everybody know. Go ahead and check. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check. Be on the safe side. You never know. Doesn't matter if you're broke. You can still get your identity stolen. It doesn't matter how much money you have per se. Your identity can be beneficial to some bad actors. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, so New Zealand has some things going on. Let's move outside of the U.S. for a split second. There's drug candy in New Zealand, guys. So a charity gave donated candy to families. It turned out to be meth. How does that happen? Charity donated. Okay, let's read. Reading is imperative, everybody. Authorities in New Zealand are investigating after candies containing potentially lethal concentration of methamphetamine were donated to an Auckland charity and distributed into the community. At least 8 families were affected, including at least one child, said Helen Robinson, chief executive of Auckland City Mission. God, dog. Police said 3 people sought medical assistance, including a charity worker who went to a hospital with symptoms consistent with methamphetamine consumption, and a child and teenager who briefly placed candies on their mouths but returned negative tests. Okay. Word. So the kids are fine. I mean that's good. The kids are cool. The most common reaction was to spit out the candies immediately because of the revolting taste. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine meth tastes good. You know what I mean? It destroys your body. I mean, I've accidentally tasted a freaking the older ibuprofens before they coated them all. You know what I mean? That's gross. Pills taste nasty, so I can't imagine how gross candy with meth on it had to be. You know what I'm saying? She said they believe the candies were donated sometime in the past 6 weeks. The organization contacted between 300 and 400 people who may have had a food parcel that contained the candies. To say that we are devastated is absolute understatement, she said. Authorities became aware of the problem on Tuesday when a community member contacted the charity after tasting a donated candy. Robinson told reporters Wednesday staffers had the candy tested by the NZ Drug Foundation, which found it contained about 3 grams of methamphetamine. God, dog. Okay, so like one piece of candy had 3 grams of meth. Jeez, listen. I had a past life, y'all. I know that's a whole lot. That's a mad lot. Ew. Oh man, swallowing that much methamphetamine is extremely dangerous and could result in death. Yeah, absolutely. Jeez, why? I don't understand it. It's like meth is. I mean, like if just pause for a second. Say you're the plug, right? Why are you gonna go just give away all the product? I mean, these people aren't finna sample and come find you. No, what? They're thinking they're getting candy. I don't get it. People are just evil. I think it's just chalk it up to just some people are just evil. They just do evil do's for no good monetary reason. Glenn Baldwin of the New Zealand police told reporters 16 candies had been found so far. 20 to 30 were in a packet, but authorities were not certain whether more than one packet had been donated, he added. Ooh, that's... The Rap Rind Band pineapple flavored sweets were donated inside a sealed packet. They were placed in food parcels for people to need. They were just trying to help people out. I thought the charity was on some weird ish, but like somebody donated the candy to the charity. The charity then dispersed it out to the community, not knowing, you know what I'm saying, about the whole meth part. Stephen Tech, general manager of Rainda, a Malaysian company, said in an email statement that they became aware of the misused candies through news reports and would work closely with authorities in the investigation. We want to make it clear that Reiner Food Industries does not use or condone the use of illegal drugs in our products. I'd hope so, he said. Baldwin said initial perceptions were that the methamphetamine had been imported into New Zealand concealed as candy and may have been accidentally donated to the charity by someone who was not aware of what they contained. But he stressed the investigation is in its infancy, and the police were keeping an open mind to all possibilities. So basically they're saying like listen, some smugglers might have brought this in and then like lost track of one of their packages, or maybe somebody saw it, didn't think much of it. I want some candy, woo wop. Somehow it got smuggled in and then lost, which is crazy, and ended up in the hands of a charity. And I guess, I mean, like if there's gonna be like random food that's unopened, it would probably be a charity that ends up in possession of it and redistributing it. You know what I mean? So that sounds like a pretty likely answer. Jeez Louise, what else we got on the docket? We got a couple more things on the docket. Before we take a trading break, I'm gonna mark up some trades and then let y'all chill for a little bit. I'm gonna have to knock out a few things on the day. We got some tasks ahead of us, but okay, so I'm actually kind of late on this, and nobody's really talking about it, and it's kind of scary that nobody's talking about it because, like, all right, let me just I'm just gonna read this out to you, and then I'm gonna read something else for you. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's pull this up here because I want y'all to see it how I'm seeing it. Make sure I ain't tripping around. All right. His name is David Ellison. This guy, okay? Just giving you some context first, all right? You see him? All right, internalize his face. Okay, now let's ask Google a question. Who owns National Amusements? Well, now it's him, that guy. Okay, so let's read. David Ellison, Skydance Media, and Jerry Cardinal's Redbird Capital are in the process of acquiring National Amusements for $2.4 billion in cash. The deal gives Skydance a majority stake in National Amusements, which, if you don't know, the parent company of Paramount Global, CBS, Paramount Plus, I believe MTV, CBS, a whole lot of media, like the like media. You know what I mean? Big Brother Media is all right there. You know, it's all right here, right? Now of course, that's within that other media brands. It means everything else for real. Not everything, but everything else. You know? Okay. They're controlling the media, right? $2.4 billion in cash. Now, initially, as a financial behavioral specialist, trader, and economist, that threw me off because I'm like, what do you mean you're controlling everything for $2.4 billion? You're majority stake in National Amusements, which would then give them control of Paramount Global. You bought control for Paramount Global for $2.4 billion? Google, I got another question for you. Google, I got another question for you. I got another question. How much did Paramount... No. I typed that crazy. I said Paramount. I ain't mean to do that, y'all. Oh no. I see it put pay and I type pay. That's I hate the psychology of technology like that. And in 2023, I don't want to see the stock price. Okay, let's use the... See, you got to use specific words to get specific information. There we go. Paramount Global, formerly Viacom CBS, had a revenue of $29.65 billion in 2023. A modest 1.66 decrease from 2022. Their gross profit in 23 was $9.63 billion. That just means they had to pay. I mean, okay. For the people that don't know the difference between revenue and profit, so yes, they brought in $29 billion. They made $9 billion off of that because they paid about $20 billion in costs. This is what that means, right? You're telling me the company made $10 billion in a year, which was a decrease from the previous year, but probably still kind of getting the lag off of COVID. Every year now is probably going to start getting better and better for the most part for media companies, because now we've had the huge shift now, you know what I mean? But think about this, y'all. That guy, we're going to get into who his dad is in a second. But that guy, for $2.4 billion, him and some other guy, for $2.4 billion cash, bought control of the company that grossed $10 billion and probably does relatively around $10 billion a year. That's weird. If you, watching right now, had a company that was grossing $10 billion a year, what would make you sell it to somebody for $2.4 billion? I don't know. I'm gonna do more research and like I don't know, see if I can find some statements and whatnot. But it's like that's pretty odd. We gotta admit that's pretty odd. Okay. I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another episode to follow up with this one, and like deep dive into this. Uh, but we're gonna go. We're gonna look at his dad. We're gonna do some research on. I mean, the family. The what's his dad's name? His freaking dad's name. Um, is it Larry? Was it Larry? I think it was Larry. Um, for everybody watching the replay on YouTube, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody. Let me catch y'all on the next one. Okay? Okay? Okay. All right. I had to shoot that video real quick. But nah, Larry. Man, doesn't he look young? He is 79 years old. He is almost 80 years. Oh, let me start another video. All right, we're gonna get into a little part two of it. Chat. Welcome back. Had to come back. Welcome back. We got some. Okay, so this man worth $165 billion. This right here is the fourth richest man on the planet. Bet you didn't know that. Not many people know about him. He's not as out there and in the media as his richest people in the world compatriots and whatnot. This man here is 79 years old. He doesn't look a day over 50. He doesn't look a day over 50. Guys, Jesus. So he's big media tech, okay? He still owns, I believe, like 35% of Oracle. That accounts for he's the biggest individual shareholder at Tesla. This is one of those guys, and I find it wild that mashed together, his son just bought control over all media for $2.4 billion, even though the company he bought makes $10 billion a year. Whatever, that's weird, and then we got his dad here, 80 years old, doesn't look a day over 50. We obviously his money has made it so it's easier to look younger, for sure. I just want everybody to like I think our senses should be tingling right now, okay? Somebody buys control over all of our media? Not all of it, of course. I want to know, how much of YouTube does he own? Actually, let's I want to see how much he owns and how much his son owns, because I know they own some of Meta somewhere. Larry Ellison's fortune grows $14 billion overnight, making him the. So this is when this was in. Okay, I guess the top 10 richest, they keep switching like ranks real quick and fast with these kind of investments, because I'm fairly sure he's the fourth richest now, but in June 2 months ago he was the seventh. This investment probably helped. What is happening? Why can't I see the full article? Oh, y'all are man. Yahoo Finance gonna tell me? Yeah, they will. Okay, all right. Oracle's founder and largest shareholder has jumped 2 spots on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index after the tech behemoth posted a bumper outlook this week. Only yesterday, Alice's net worth was 1.3. Okay, so yeah, it's because it's 160 something now. Um. Oh, I think I used this. Yeah, I used this window. Yeah, it's like 163 or 165 billion now or something like that. So, yeah, he's fourth. This is a little less current than what I was talking about before. That's largely because the 79-year-old entrepreneur owns more than 40% of the cloud applications business, which saw. Oh, I was like, what business are you talking about? It's just talking about Oracle some more. As a result of the sudden increase in wealth, I was a jump past to while Blummer and Brian both have seen boosted their work so far this year. It hasn't been enough to stay ahead of Ellison, whose fortune has ballooned by $29 billion in 2024 alone.